What's up? Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday and welcome. I am sorry I'm a little bit late. I had like some technical difficulties on top of everything. You guys, I have had a week from a week. Let's just say a week. A week. Let me get Scorpio Moe in the building. Man, I have had a week. A week.
Well, the
I
beauty
don't
of
want
it
to
is the
say,
week is over. Hopefully, this is the end of all the stuff that's been happening. Man,
man, I've been going through it. Pray for your girl. Pray pray for your girl, please. Um, I have to start out by saying thank you to everybody that sent me messages. Um, I ended up on on Wednesday. Some of you guys don't know because I didn't even get a chance to get into the show and explain. On Wednesday, I was in Destin, Florida. I had a friend that had a birthday, and it was a important birthday, and so two of us, actually three of us, went up to Destin to celebrate her. And while in Destin, I planned. You guys know how I do. I always do. I always take you with me when I go on the road, be it Essence, be it a work trip or whatever. And I was working, but I decided, I work remotely, so I was working from Destin. So I'm in Destin. We go out, and I got online Wednesday, like we always do. I was in my I was in my Airbnb room. So, probably looked a little odd. And I was sitting there, and my stomach, we had just went to eat. We went to have like a birthday dinner for her. And I was like, I have to get back to the hotel because when we were at a resort, and I had to get back so I could make sure that I was there on time. And so we did. I made it back on time, got in front of the computer at 8 o'clock. We were good. And while I'm talking to you,
all right.
no, my stomach is hurting so bad, and I'm praying that you guys cannot see how bad it's hurting. But I'm thinking, I could push through. I've pushed through a lot, when things have happened to me in the past. So I'm thinking I can push through.
Right.
And the pain got so bad that I could not push through. And so I said, once we got our guests on, I didn't even really have a chance to talk to them, but I was like, let me go. I'm thinking, let me go to the bathroom. Let me go stand up and stretch, see what's going on, and come back. The next thing I know, I am throwing up uncontrollably.
Mm.
I started sweating. My vision went blurry. My palms started itching really, really bad. My feet were, it was just the most horrible. I ended up not able to like stand up. It was bad. So the girls there with me are like, you okay? Long story short, I had food poisoning, a really bad case of food poisoning, and also an allergic reaction. I guess the older we get, sometimes our body develops an allergic reaction. And so I was having an allergic reaction, and a really bad case of food poisoning, to go to the hospital, and all of that jazz, and ended up having to stay in Florida for an extra day because of that. But when I tell you guys, I have never ever experienced anything like that. Anything like that. Cause I literally could not, like, how you can tell when you're losing consciousness.
Yeah.
And at that point I was like, I wanted to text you and tell you what was going on, but I couldn't because I started to like feel really hazy, and I was like just sweating so bad it just wasn't normal. Like, if you maybe have like a little light perspiration if you don't feel well, but I was like all of a sudden drenched in sweat and just could not. It was bad. Most importantly was losing consciousness, because my girlfriend was like, are you okay? And I was trying to say yes, but I couldn't even talk. All of a sudden it hit me. But we had just come back from eating. So I ate, got back to the Airbnb, literally left the dinner table. We went back so I could get back and be online. And so that's it, just all of a sudden. So I was sitting there, and I remember scratching my palms. But long story short, what this taught me, number one, is that I will not eat shrimp ever again. That's the first thing. But the most important thing that I wanted to share with you guys tonight is that our God is so amazing, because I was, as I was like, what is going on with me? I'm sweating, I'm throwing up, my vision is blurry, and I'm itching, and all of that, what was explained to me, at the hospital, all of that was my body fighting off the poison. Right. And so, my immune system went into battle, to make sure I was okay. So it was probably 2 hours before I actually started to be able to see clearly, because my vision was blurry. I was just but when you think about how your body is designed to keep you safe, it just makes me very thankful. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. The way God has created us, if we take care of our bodies, they take care of us. So I just, I'm on the beach. So of course, you're thinking, oh man, I wish, not necessarily loving on your body as much as you should. As a woman, we're very critical of our bodies, and God knows men are always judging us based on them. But the reality is, your body is more than just something for a man to say yes or no, right? Or she's not good enough, or she's good enough. Your body is made to take care of you. And I feel a lot of gratitude, for here I am sitting here thinking I wish I looked a certain way, and my body is working to keep me healthy and keep me safe, which is so much more important than the aesthetics that we're often so focused on. So yeah, so I just wanted to share that with you guys. That's really what I took out of that, because I just, when I, just feeling all those different things that were happening, and realizing that's all your body's design to keep you safe, is humbling. To me, it was extremely humbling. And, I just had to share that with you guys today. But yeah,
we're glad you're feeling better. I mean, you're in a better space. We're super glad of that.
Thank you.
That was I can only, especially being out of town, and that's happening too.
Yeah, man. And you know what's crazy? What's crazy is I was scared, because I at the time I'm like, am I having a heart attack? Like, what is happening? I didn't know what was happening, because I was, having all these different things were going on. So I didn't know if it was food poisoning. I've never been, I love shrimp. So I've never ever had a problem with shrimp before. So hold on. So I did not know if I was like, I'm dramatic. I was like, am I dying? What is going on? Am I having a heart attack? But the reality, just knowing that, after a while, I was like, okay, I can't text Mo. That's not important right now. Whatever happens on the show is fine. Because at first I was worried, because I was like, oh my God, I brought guests on the show and now I'm not there. But then I was like, okay, I got to focus on me. And then I lost the ability to do it, period. So seeing all you guys comments and just, hey, Christal, hope you're okay. A lot of people DM me. I'm really thankful for that. It makes me feel very, very appreciated and valued here. So that means a lot. So I wanted to say thank you, and tell you guys to be thankful, love on your body a little bit more, try to take care of it the way it's taking care of you.
I like that. Yeah. I loved on my body earlier today. I like that.
What did you do?
It's none of your business. No, sorry. But listen, I'm not just like that. No, but we're glad you're feeling better, in a better space. And I like the fact that you said, your body is for, what it's really there for.
Yeah.
So that's dope. I like that.
That. Yeah. And thank you for holding it down. I know I kind of threw you out there, because I couldn't signal to you. No. I didn't know if you could even tell I was like not feeling well or what.
Nah. I thought something happened. You had to take care of something. I didn't even know you were out of town, to be honest with you.
Oh, wow.
I knew you were in a different room. I just thought you were in a different room of your house. I didn't know.
No, I was in Florida from Tuesday. I got here Tuesday. So, I got there Tuesday, but and was supposed to come back Thursday, but ended up having to stay an extra couple of days. So all good. Well, you guys know we are going to get into Love and Marriage Huntsville tonight. And I just want us to really I feel like we sometimes take it easy, on Love and Marriage Huntsville, but I feel like we're going to have to just give them the business tonight.
There you go.
Because it's a lot of things that just don't make a lot of sense. And the first thing
hold up.
Yeah.
I have to clear something up from the show.
Yeah.
That Wednesday. It was the Frankie Beverly and Marvin Gaye thing.
Oh wow, okay.
Okay. I had the story halfway right.
Okay.
So I apologize. I just want to get it accurate. And I just want to say, allegedly, there was an agreement on a threesome situation, which was all clear.
With who? Wait a minute. Whoa. Huh?
Marvin, his wife, and Mr. Beverly. That was clear. That was cool. I mean, you can go back and look at this. The problem happened was when her and Marvin got into it, she still went to go see old boy. And Marvin never questioned him about it. This was in her book. Marvin and Mr. Beverly never spoke on it, but she spoke on it in her book. So I just wanted to clear it up. I thought they had and that wasn't quite it. I thought he would have addressed it. He never addressed Mr. Beverly. They've always had a cool relationship, but that was the story. So I just wanted to get the story straight. Allegedly, that's what really, really happened. You can look that up. But I just wanted to say that because I didn't want to put no smut on nobody's name that wasn't true. This was her book. So I just wanted to clear that up. I'm sorry. Sounds a little weird. I'm just saying.
We cannot move forward quite yet. So are you saying, do you mean to suggest that Marvin Gaye and Frankie Beverly and a woman all participated in extracurricular activities together?
Well, that was a thing Marvin did frequently. That was his thing. That was the thing is.
Well, maybe they belonged on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Maybe
that was a thing of his, and it was a situation with that. But Marvin never turned around and had an issue with Mr. Beverly. But she spoke about it in her book. I just wanted to put that out there. Sorry.
Wow. Okay. Well. Okay.
It's Hollywood, man. It's Hollywood.
Man, I mean, maybe it's not Hollywood. Maybe it's just, it's Huntsville. I'm not saying anyone had, even though there have been some alleged threesomes in Huntsville, but
what?
Yeah, but this is my thing. Before we get into it, I've got some video. I'm trying to see if I can get it pulled up for us to enjoy together as a family, as an XO family. But at this point, I don't really know how Love and Marriage Huntsville can move forward because I feel like everyone is at odds. I'm going to talk about this. I did an article for Collider, but I feel like every reality show, you have to have tension, right? You have to have tension. You have to have drama. That's what makes people tune in. That's what makes people, that's what makes the ratings go up. That's what makes people talk about the show on social media and it to become a trending topic. And that's when people watch.
Absolutely.
However, you also have to have some alliances and some relationships that are holding everything together. At this point, it feels like Huntsville is all at odds. There don't seem to be any relationships that are substantial or that are, worth watching, to the point where Melody had to bring in 2 other women to go on the girls' trip with her because she does not want to interact with the other women. There are no, and I want the chat, I want you guys to tell me what you think. There are no relationships on that show that are in good standing, right?
Well, what about prior to the vacation? Were there only issues the room, or they had other issues with Melody?
Well, it seems like from season 1 up until now, there has been a consistent, Melody ends up not liking anyone on the show. Like everyone's relationship with Melanie goes from Shinola to it just, I don't know why. Now the show started with Melody, right? And I do think that her going through a divorce and then the other ladies not, and then them women knowing about the affair all led up to that. And I actually, one of the clips that we're going to play tonight, I actually understand why Melody wouldn't be cool with them because a lot of things that we've learned. But it's the problem is there's no relationships on the show. Period. The only relationships on the show that are together are potentially Jesus. Stormy and her husband don't have any problems, right?
They don't have any problems with Melanie, do they?
Well, yes.
Damn it.
Stormy and Melody don't get along.
Drink some water, please.
I'm so sorry and embarrassed. Stormy and Melody don't get along, but nobody gets along with Melody. That's why I said Melody had to bring in other people from outside the show. And African Asatan says they've been jealous of Mel. She's beautiful, successful, and a woman of God. I do think that she's all those things, but I also think a lot of the other women are beautiful as well. Beauty doesn't have, like, just because someone is beautiful and successful doesn't mean that other people should, that no one else is. Like, two or three things can be true. Like, there are other women on the show that are successful and beautiful as well. But
do they want her life? Well, without the cheating husband, of course, ex-husband.
Well, I think she's probably better off without him because she's doing much better without him since he's been gone. She's been in a better space.
That could be part of the hate too.
You think so?
It's possible. I wish I could have your life. You're carefree. You don't have I'm assuming they'd rather have no husband than the cheating husband, right?
No, as we're learning, a lot of people would rather stay with a cheating husband than to leave because they don't want to be alone. A lot of people are afraid to be alone.
I mean, forever? Is that what this?
A lot of people are afraid to break up their family unit, and they would rather stay in a situation. I mean, look at Kirk and Rashida.
Are they afraid there won't be no one else after?
No, I think being married, I think for a lot of people, when you get divorced, it represents a failure. You break up your family, your children are hurt. Like, it's a lot to it. I do understand that.
I've heard that. I've heard people say that before. I think you're a failure if you stay and it's going bad. What about that?
I felt really bad about being divorced. You know what I mean? So, and I didn't want my children to have to grow up in a broken home and all that kind of thing. So I can understand that. Now, I wouldn't have wanted to stay with someone that was repeatedly cheating on me, and repeatedly disrespecting me and all that. Yeah. But I think that everyone thinks differently. And also a lot of people are caught up in trying to have the image of what looks perfect. And when people realize that that's not true, then they rather do it for the look of it than the reality of it. Lois Lane says, Kim is cool with everyone. So is Maurice. Melody is trying to get her ex off the show. But we like him better than her. She has a horrible attitude. I would speak to the first part of that question. Kimmy is not cool. Kimmy got into it with Melody.
Oh, yeah.
And Maurice damn near gets into it with Kimmy. I mean, he said that, he said some stuff to Kimmy that I don't like, as far as like what happened with her when she had breast cancer, and him being very insensitive to that. I also don't like him, when he has this DUI, then him saying, well, you can't help me anyway. Like, even if you need additional help, you need to be appreciative of her trying to be a part of that. And I'm not saying that their marriage is in trouble, but what I am saying is it seems like every relationship is stressed. Right. Kimmy and Melody getting into it on this trip showed that that's not really a tight relationship. Kimmy also has said that she would never hang out with Tisha, her sister-in-law, if they weren't on the show together. So there shows that there's tension there as well. She's also gotten into it with Nell. Everybody is getting into it. Like, there are no healthy.
Is it legitimate though? Like, is it?
Yeah, a lot of the arguments are legitimate, but the problem is it leaves the show in a place where there are no, like, you got to have some friendships along with some enemies. You got to have some frenemies. But at this show, everybody is a friend of me.
That's why they brought the big lady in and the other lady.
That's why Melody brought them in. Like and even with them bringing Trisha.
Yeah, I didn't mean to say their name like that, but I couldn't.
She is a whole problem in herself. Like everybody is problematic. There's no one that's like the glue that, okay, well, she's cool with everybody. Kimmy used to be that person, but her blowing up and bringing out the Baltimore on
now, see, I would have thought by her personality on the few shows that I've seen, she would be, because she seems reasonable and sensible. She would have been the glue, you know, except for the petty stuff about the room. But other than that, I would have thought that she would have been that person.
I think she is. But I just think at this point, it feels like the drama that is happening with Melody and Destiny and Tisha is spilling over and making everybody at odds. There's so many different issues that everybody has with everybody. Nell has not been a positive addition to the show. Like, she don't get along with nobody.
Yeah, she's too old for that.
So, I mean, I just, you know, we're trying, and I do understand that reality TV, again, I want to say this. I understand that reality TV is built and based upon conflict, but usually there have to be some type of alliances, right? Everybody can't be fighting. Even the men are fighting with each other.
That's
Martell and Marceau about to come to blows, right?
Right.
Courtney almost yoked Marceau up last season, right? They don't get along. He had to tell him to hold off. And then Tisha, Stormy called Marceau a bi. You know, there are no alliances at all. Tisha's cousin throwing water in her face and then passing away. There being all types of drama and rumors about how she died. It's just a lot. And I don't really know how the show is going to get back to a good place. To me, Melody doesn't belong on the show anymore because she doesn't get along with anyone. She doesn't want to get along with them. She doesn't like them. And I'm not saying that she should, because I do think we're getting ready to get into this conversation with her and Destiny. And even hearing that Kimmy and other women Kimmy didn't want to call the woman that slept with Martell, who's Ariane. She didn't want to call her a side chick. Like, there are a lot of reasons that I understand why Melody doesn't mess with them. But but you can't just bring in new people unless she's the casting director and she can fire them and bring in a new set of people for her. The show is titled Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Yeah.
There is no love, and they damn near ain't no marriages. Okay, at this point, everybody's marriage is suspect at this point.
I mean, the titles get all thrown out of the window. Same thing with Basketball Wives and
Real Housewives.
And Real Housewives. Like, after a while, as these seasons go on, people divorce and moving around. You know.
Yeah. It's. I don't know. So let's start with the situation, because I believe, and I've said this before, I really believe most of the problems that we see on this show go back to Melody and Martell's relationship ending, even though Martell was doing the same thing that everybody else's husband was doing, but he didn't get nobody else's husband was held accountable for it, right? I think so. I feel like Melody feels like they all knew that Martell was cheating. They were all in cahoots with that, and they were cool with it. So I feel like
the men, correct?
Well, I feel like she thinks that it's the women as well, because if the women knew that Martell was having an affair and they knew that their husbands were hanging out with Martell and Ariane, then they did not hold him accountable. I feel like she is right in feeling some kind of way about that. I could understand that. I don't want to hang out with any women that were around when my husband was having an affair and were hanging out with the affair chick.
Any guy that does that, I don't know no guy that would do that because they know that's too close. Like, why to have the other guy's wife, his wife, the other guy's wife around? You putting the women in there and you don't even know, like, before you start accusing and going out there and assuming other people are connected to it, you got to be damn sure. That's how you lose friendships.
So what are you saying you would have done instead? What are you suggesting?
If you don't know, you can't do nothing. You can unless the guys were going back and pillow talking to their wives, which a lot of guys do, and deflect the stuff off them and put it on the other guy, the cheating guy, who's been caught before. And yo, man, that dude, wild, man. You ain't gonna believe what he did. And she like, well, what you was doing? I don't know. Nothing. I was just drinking the beer and just shaking my head.
Of course,
but
you were.
Now it's like, but not every guy's. I've never seen a guy. And this is beyond honest to God truth. I've never seen a guy include other guys in his cheating. They might be around, but he's not including them or bringing them in. He's there. And he's probably hoping they stick to some kind of code and don't say nothing, but he's not including them. Like, I think y'all think that, but I've never seen that.
So what is your explanation of what we have seen happen here? We know
a lot of pillow talking and
wait. Let me finish. Let me explain what I'm saying. So we know that when they went on the trip to Atlanta, we know that Ariane was there and she actually was supposedly took the picture of the guys together, right?
Right.
And the guys knew her. Now, we also know that, as we learned in this clip that just aired last week, Melody knew about the affair. It was going on, from my understanding, 5 years.
Okay.
This meant that she knew about the woman. Everybody knew in Huntsville, it seems, right? So the men and the other women knew of her, and actually Stormy knew her pretty well, right?
Okay.
Destiny mentioned, and we're getting ready to watch this clip. Destiny mentioned that she was, at that point, her and Melody were friends. This is before they fell out. Okay. And she actually was telling Melody, hey, I'll, like a real friend, like, let's go beat her. Let's go beat her up, right? Let's go see her.
Okay.
Now,
what do you mean, let's go see her? There she is. You go see her.
No, I would say that to my girlfriend if my girlfriend was crying and depressed because her husband was cheating on her, and the girl is DMing her. Let's just watch. Let's watch the clip and let's talk about it. Because I want to hear what your thoughts are as a man hearing this clip and seeing what the conversation was with Melody and the young lady. Hold on. All right. I'm gonna just have to play this on my phone. We're just gonna have to watch it together because it's not I wasn't here long enough to get this uploaded. So we're just gonna watch this together. All right. We'll be good. That'll help us to be able to bond together. We gotta watch it on the phone. Okay, hold on. We're gonna start it over again.
All the time, like y'all were friends.
Never.
Yes, you were. You were trying to teach her how to respectfully cheat.
No, I was.
And I witnessed that.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, Melody.
You said I was trying to teach her how to respectfully cheat.
You were teaching her how to respectfully cheat, and she didn't listen.
With her own husband? What? This is stupid.
What woman would say that?
That's so stupid. If I was okay with my husband cheating,
then you would still be.
I would still be with him with my 4 kids. That is so stupid. If I was teaching someone how to cheat with my husband, then that takes away all of the pain I ever felt, ever had, even that my ex admitted to, me crying in the closet, me being upset, me going through depression, me not eating. Then why would I have been doing all of that if I was okay with him cheating? Why the hell would he have even been apologizing if I was okay with him cheating? doesn't make sense. I just feel like Destiny pulled one out her ugly big ass. She could have kept it in there.
I watched you talk to her. I saw y'all text message each other and inbox each other about when Martell was gonna be over there. Let me know.
Trying to teach her how
tell
to
me when Martell gonna be over there.
cheat.
Let me know when Martell gonna be over there.
No.
Let's be clear. So don't try to flip it and try to make it seem like
who fed you that, Martell?
no.
Because that's the only person I've
First of all,
ever heard say that bullshit.
Say what?
They was friends.
Martell,
They was friends. I wasn't.
I didn't know nothing about y'all being friends, but I'm talking about the conversation. So all of this didn't happen?
You're telling me that I was okay with my ex-husband cheating, and if that's the case,
Okay.
why would you
All right.
here acting like
She's ducking the question though.
Say it again.
The woman asked her a question. She never answered it.
She didn't answer. She didn't answer. So I believe, a lot of people say I believe Destiny. A lot of people say not, they believe Destiny.
I'm leaning towards that because she'd avoided and the whole thing, that just sounds crazy, but you're not answering the text part. And I'll meet you and let me know. You're not answering that part.
Well, but this is my interpretation of that. I think that every woman has a different response to being cheated on, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't think that you can tell someone how they should respond. Melody had 3 children at the time. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of children, right? Mm-hmm. 3 children, and they also were a part of this, this idea of being the power couple. Let's don't get it twisted. The show was built around Melody and Martell being the power couple. Okay. I think that Melody did not want to end that image, right? And so I think that's why she stayed in the relationship that long, even knowing that he was having an affair. Now, okay. I also believe Destiny that I don't think that she was friends with the woman. I think she was trying to control the situation. I'm saying that because I know a woman whose husband was cheating on her and she tried to interact with the other woman. And Melody probably feels like she had an intellectual advantage over Ariane. Ariane is younger and Melody seems a bit more savvy. I'll say that. I don't want to be disrespectful, but Melody definitely seems a bit more savvy. Mm-hmm. So I think Melody was trying to, number one, get the information that she needed and get Martell. But also I think she was trying to figure out how to make Martell stop or to at least stop embarrassing her, because there is a clip coming up that she says, in fact, I'm gonna play this right now but while we get into this, because there's a clip that they played from before when Melody talks about what she means when Destiny said the respectful cheating phrase. So this is what she was talking about. Hold on.
Anybody is thing if you're cheating and your partner never knows. There's one thing if you cheat and you don't really give a damn. It's fun. This is what I want to do. You kind of got a little arrogance and a little real disrespect going on at that point.
I'm not going to sit on the phone with a woman that I know is cheating with my man. I'm just not going to do that. Watching them interact, watching them have conversations is like watching her teach this woman how she wants them to operate. And I said that to her.
So
I think she's reaching. She's reaching.
That is a reach. Let's listen to what Melody said again.
Say Martell decided he wanted to go out and cheat in a disrespectful manner. And by disrespectful, I mean anybody is calling my phone. Well, it kind of sort of is. It's one thing if you're cheating and your partner never knows. There's one thing if you cheat and you don't really give a damn. It's fun. This is what I want to do. You kind of got a little arrogance and a little real disrespect going on at that point.
I'm not gonna.
Okay.
No, I get it. The Destiny, she blew it up. She took it out of context. I know she. It's just like, yo, if you're gonna cheat, you gonna have a woman in my crib, or you gonna have a man in my crib. Like, it's one thing if you cheat, and we're not saying any of it's cool, but you take it to a whole nother level when you bring a man into my home. And that's what she was saying.
I agree with you 100%.
Like,
and I think
anybody can read. That's elementary. So what's the name took it too far. She's reaching now to make it seems like to make Melanie look stupid. It's a reach. I mean,
it's a reach. And you can't say that she was friends with her. Obviously, she wasn't friends with her because Melody was depressed and sad and crying over her husband doing that. And the proof is she stayed with him and then she finally left. And you could tell, to me, you could tell that Melody was really hurt, or she wouldn't have so much anger towards Martell now. That's what lets everybody know that the both of them really did love each other, because even though Martell is 100% wrong and deserved to be left, but you cannot say that they didn't love each other, because the way they fight is the way people fight when they really loved each other. You could tell if she didn't care about Martell's actions, she would not have so much anger towards him. Right. I also don't think she would have continued to have children with him. They have 4 kids. I think she loved her husband. I think that she does like the image. She did want to be the power couple. She was embarrassed, as anyone and anybody on here that's being honest will know that most women don't cheat on me, but for damn sure don't embarrass me.
Yeah, somebody I know, that all kind of different.
You got me out here looking crazy. I'm doing all this stuff in the city, and you messing around, and now I look crazy. It's one thing for you to hurt me. It's another thing for you to humiliate me in front of everybody, and that's what he did.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So my point is, understanding that Melody did go through that, and that a lot of the women do not seem empathetic towards that makes me understand why she doesn't want to deal with them.
But the thing is, it's until they going through it, you can't expect for them to fully get it sometimes. Until we say things and we think of the idea, but until someone actually walks in their shoes, you can't really expect them to totally get it. And then that person, if they have any I'm trying to think of the word, they'll come back to you and be like, you know what, I am sorry, I understand now, I get how you feel. Oh man, if I was insensitive, I just couldn't. The idea of it, but until you get actually hit with it, you might not know. So I mean, or unless you've been through it before, that's all.
I see a lot of women. I see a lot of women on there saying, Annette said she allowed it for 5 years. I will say this: until you have been in a situation with someone that you love with all your heart cheating on you, it's really hard to say what you would do and what she should have done. She should have left. She ain't this. It's like women are very very, very hard on other women, right?
Can we rephrase it and say she fought for it for 5 years?
There you go. Thank you. She fought for her marriage for 5 years.
Let's
she had
sit around.
3 kids. You don't want to tell your kids mommy and daddy are splitting up. I don't care what happens. Your child is going to look at you and say, I don't want my daddy not to be at home. And you got a husband that's saying, I'm sorry, I'm going to stop. And then he doesn't. And then you get caught back up. Let's don't act like everybody has been in love. It is not easy to walk away from someone that you love. It's not. It's just not. It's not. Some people can do it. I walked away first time, first offense, but it was the hardest thing I've ever had to do. I would never tell another woman she's stupid for not doing that. That's difficult, y'all. Come on. Annette says that's not true. Tisha and Destiny told Martell he was wrong. Why should those ladies be mad with Martell and she kept letting him come back? I have been cheated on. I mean, we all have a different way of thinking. He was wrong. And
then you put them out, the husbands go through it. If you stay once, after that, people are not going to keep trying to go over there to save you. You got to save yourself at some point when you're ready. If they told you the first time, the first time, shame on me. The second, no, you. After that, shame on me. So they ain't going to keep running to you every time. That's your house. Clean up your house.
Yeah.
You get ready to.
Right. When you have the strength to. But
that's it.
I just wish women would have more empathy towards each other, because I feel like when you're in the situation, it ain't easy. But when you're outside, everybody is like, well, she's stupid. She did da 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 da. And it's like, girl, if you were in that, I tell people, with Tisha. Everybody's like, Tisha should leave Marceau. You don't have a right to say that. That's her husband. She should leave when she's ready, if she's ready. You can't do that. Like you can, I mean, this is my opinion. But I just think it's crazy that so many women have and you know what's crazy, Mo? Women be talking a lot and then their own situations don't be doing that.
They be that part.
I'm like, girl, I know the truth. I know your truth. No.
Like I said, until you like, we can see similar stuff. I would have, and that's cool. Well, if that was me, you could say, but you not dumb, so you can't say what she would do. I understand what you would do, and maybe we rephrase it, man. If that was me, and maybe if that was you, you wouldn't either.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like we could say, we could be upset, but you know, it get real cold and dark at night.
It does. I think that you cannot tell anyone what to do or how to react in their marriage. I don't think you can. I think you could be a listening ear, but I'll tell you what, and you know this as my guy friend, right? And you can tell them the truth. When you and I have been friends for over 20 years.
Right.
If you're doing something that I think is wrong, I'm gonna say, Mo, that's wrong. And if I saw you dogging out a girl, I'm going to say, hey, if you're going to treat her like that, I don't want to be around you and her. I don't want to, because I'm not going to hold my mouth. I'm going to say, so that's my thing. So for Tisha and Kimmy to be like, they have no problem with Martell, I'm still going to be like, you're dead wrong. It's not funny. I'm not joking around with you. And I'm definitely not going to be giving credit to the other woman. To me, them saying they don't want to call her a side chick, that's disrespectful, and it really reflects on their own marriage.
Now, you know, men don't operate like that.
I know, but
the most you're going to get, and this is real, it'd be like, yo, he's going to say, yo, I don't want to be around because then my wife know that I'm with you and she know about the situation. So that's the reason why he's falling back. He's not falling back because he thinks it's necessarily wrong. He might, but he's falling back because he don't want no issues in his own house.
Yeah.
And he don't want to hear his wife's wife that he's with you. And he possibly got you into it. We do it for different reasons if we do it.
Noah said, we know why Kimmy won't call her a side chick. I do think that's another thing. I think that Melody befriending Sonny, who we're getting ready to get to now, because this timeline is stupid. I'm over it. But I think that was all because she's trying to show the other ladies that they're hypocrites. Y'all are all upset over this, and they weren't even married.
We you said that when they was the fitting or whatever they was at.
Yeah, they were at the yeah. But I don't think it's genuinely that she really cares about Sonny, because I think Sonny's actions are ridiculous. I feel like Sonny is one of these women, and I want to say this, and you guys can let me know what you think in the chat. I think, and it bothers me that there are so many women over 40 that want to be married so bad that they will accept anything. It's almost like men make fun of women that get older, and it's like, oh, all of a sudden your standards go from here to here when you get older. To me, that's what this is. Like, as fine as she thinks she is, as fly as she acts like she is, if you really believe that, why would you be with this man who was in prison, doesn't have any money, doesn't have anything coming to you, and was dealing with another woman less than 2 months before you married him? A woman that you were producing. It says desperate. It says you don't believe that you're going to get anything. It says low self-esteem. It says pressed. It says desperate. It says afraid my eggs are drying up, and all of that. It is desperate and delusional.
Interesting. Okay.
I mean, I why? If you answer me this, if you that fly, why do you accept that?
I don't know enough about him to say that. I mean, because he was in jail. So a lot of people in jail that came out and became very. I mean, does he not work? He doesn't own anything. What's his backstory?
He's just starting. He's just starting to build business. First, he was starting with Destiny.
He has the potential. She wants to help. She's one of them helpy people. What do you call them?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, women that think that fly don't build men.
This is.
You don't reach and then he was so-called building with Destiny, right? Because him and Destiny were supposed to be making these businesses together. Right. And then he left Destiny because he basically saw Sonny had more going on financially.
Got you.
So now he's building with Sonny. And all of a sudden, now she said, well, let's just play the clip because I just SC says he has a trucking company. Does he?
Well, that business is usually the only business people can get in after they do time.
I don't think I tell you what, if anybody can show us, can bring us receipts of a profitable up and running with employees trucking company, or even if he's driving it himself, I don't buy it. Justice law construction, I doubt. I still don't feel good. I may be on one, but I'm just saying, get out of here. Get out of here with that. All right, get out. Like that trucking company is not rolling. He waiting on Sonny to put the pieces together, and it bothers me that women. Like, you don't have to settle, and you kind of play yourself when you do, because you talk about how fly you are and how this you are and how that you are. Yeah. But then you settle, then you're with a man, and let me come down. I'm sorry. Okay.
Is she there at your house? Like, what?
I just don't. It's just it's talking on the phone all the time. Like, y'all were this clip was wild. This clip was wild. Okay. Hold on. Hold on.
If you have a story, how do you feel? What's your story? Shanita's talking a lot, per usual. Same Shanita I remember from decades ago. Who are you for me to have to explain anything to you? But I also feel like if the situation when Moses was brought up, then I'm going to speak on it. I will say this. The interpretation of friendship is different. And the interpretation of a work relationship that extended a year and plus after working on the show is different to me. You know, I got messages in my phone that say, I miss you and I love you, sis. And that to me
is a response. Wait, but you said it though. You told this lady you love her?
Sis?
Yes. Hey, I love you, sis. Miss you. But I would say that to you if I worked with you for a month.
But if somebody say they love me, boy, girl, cat, or dog, if I don't love them, I'm not going to tell them I love them.
Well, that's my response if you say it back. If you say it to me, I'm going to respond like that.
When you stopped being a producer, how much did you talk to Destiny?
3 or 4 times the year after I was done working. So while I was working, we saw each other 2 times, not on the set.
So Destiny, what she's saying is that when she stopped being a producer, you stopped being.
She started being my manager. She was managing my music career. I'm just saying, like, don't make it. It was more than 3 times.
How long did you and Moses date after Sonny was no longer, your producer?
Well, we officially broke up in August, and y'all got married in December.
Oh, girl. August, September, October, November.
Don't let me FaceTime my man.
You said he was sending you money in October.
September.
That's because he felt you needed help.
Oh, okay.
But y'all
was
together.
You know?
What you mean? He told me now because everything is coming out.
But you didn't know.
No, I didn't know anything about that.
They hadn't seen each other since January 23.
And y'all were together in August.
We exchanged numbers then.
And then when did y'all get into a relationship? When was it official?
I want to say it only took 90 days.
For y'all to be in an official relationship?
For us to get married.
No, in a relationship.
We were together for 90 days
August 7th,
we got married.
I know I love you too.
We weren't in a relationship. We exchanged numbers. So hey, that's on y'all.
Good morning, baby. Love you.
What they got to do with me though?
September.
I'm not Moses.
Good morning, love.
Moses
yeah, he played some games with
playing some games here.
Destiny's receipts are actually receipting. Everybody like, look at Moses, look at Moses. I'm looking like, that's a man. I don't expect him for real. But Sonny, you I'm looking at you like, why you wanted him? Why you wanted that in you? Because you knew that was in destiny. And for that, that's what I can't get jiggy with. I picked this out. When you was with Moses, were you talking to Destiny at all?
No.
The timeline don't make sense to me.
Well, it don't have to make sense.
It doesn't.
Can I ask a question? What month did y'all get married?
December.
December what?
9th.
So that means 90 days from there would have been September 9th is when y'all started dating.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So September 9th, y'all in a relationship. What was your last text about the hey baby? What was that?
All the way up until October was the last time we communicated.
Yeah.
And he made a decision. My reaction to Destiny talking about Moses still texting her is that's what men do when they're dating and they have options. Moses was very transparent with me about the communication if Destiny reached out. Now, he wasn't telling me the I love you, I miss you, but I knew that he was dating several women. So I think it's okay to have a healthy dating life where you can date multiple people if you have options. For me, you're single until you're married. I'm not finna keep clearing up stuff with you. Long story short, Destiny, I did not consider you my friend.
That's fine. That's all I've been waiting on.
Like, what else?
And it's clear because we share ding-a-lings. Friends don't share ding-a-lings. That's
we don't share no ding-a-ling. It was you don't have that no more. But
we
when I
shared
say
it because you had it after me, boo.
But it don't matter. I have the ring. So
yes,
listen,
you got the hardware, but I got
going
the heartstrings because he keep talking about me all over Huntsville.
Girl, please.
Okay, so
Woo, that was exhausting.
what do you say? What do you say to that? What is your
If I
thought
was
as a
Sunny,
man?
if I was Sunny, I wouldn't reply to none of that. I'd call them all the B word. Mind your business. I got it now. It's the story.
I got the ring. I got the ring. I got the ring.
Yeah. Nah, but for real, it's nasty work on her end, and she gotta take it. First of all, I won't be answering to the other big lady across the table. Now, she does seem a little aggressive. Don't get me wrong. But, because I was like, why you want to do? You just got here. But, at the same time, I just feel like she does owe Destiny, to say something.
She's just lying. She's lying.
The timeline is way
it don't make sense. And then if she said, I did not consider you a friend, then why did you want to manage me after you finished being my producer? Why did you want to keep working with me since you don't consider me? And then why would you say love you and miss you, sis? Like, girl, it's
but where is it's just like Family Empire. Like Bubba, where's the like y'all talking to the wrong person?
You know why? Moses was laughing about everything with Martell and Chris.
Y'all talking to the wrong person.
Moses is not going to take any accountability, but he ain't even built like that. He thinks it's hilarious. He literally laughed about it with Chris and Martell.
He the one that had sex with both of y'all. She didn't have sex with you. He did.
But you know what? No. She didn't. But when you're in my business and you're supposed to be managing me as an artist, then I'm gonna come at you. And you met him with me, then I'm gonna come at you. Yeah, ma'am, I'm coming for you.
Yeah, it's dirty work for sure.
And if you're gonna be dirty, just say she's dirty. But she keeps trying to make it seem like she's not. And she keeps trying to just say, okay, I just decided there were no other men. I needed to take a chance to get married and be on TV. That's all. That's what she did.
Well, at this point, she need to, and that's just gonna shut everything up.
I
did it. And what?
And what? And guess what?
Beat her up.
And when them tables turn, because they will. But I want to ask you, what do you think about her definition of? Because you've actually said that you respect girlfriend and boyfriend. So what do you think about her definition of you single until you're married, and he could keep dating and having sex and sending money to other women damn near up until they got married?
I'm glad you said that, and this is where it falls back on the women that say that, because now the man can always pull that card out. And remember, you said, you know what I'm saying? So you got to keep that in mind. It's all cool until he do it. So if we and I hear a lot of women say that. So if that's the case, all the women got to respect that. Technically, he was single. If we playing by that game.
But she just saying that because that's what she want to hear now.
No, but all I'm saying until it happened to them, and now all of a sudden there's rules to it. Either we got rules to this or we don't. You can't jump back and forth when it suits you or suits your argument.
Let me ask you this: as a man, you propose to a woman, are you okay if she's still talking to other dudes 2 months out?
Before I propose, you ain't listen. I'm not proposing if I find out you did some shit like that.
But what if you find out after you propose she's doing that? What? Because she's sitting here acting like it's not a problem. He was playing games, girl. He was playing games 2 months before y'all got married.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be a conversation. I'm uncomfortable with that, to be honest with you. I am personally.
Gumball said, stop all the noise, get the gloves off. I wouldn't even, but you know what? If I was Destiny, I wouldn't say anything else to Sonny. I wouldn't even entertain this conversation anymore because it makes her look like she's still hung up on Moses. And guess what? She ain't gonna have to do anything because there is a young lady named Karma, and she is on her way. She is on her way. She always wins. She never misses an address. You can switch around and move and do whatever you want. She gonna find you. She gonna find you every time.
But
so
see, the funny thing is,
I'll let Karma deal with her.
People always think karma, it only exists for the stuff you got caught for. That is not true.
It exists with everything. So yeah, you got the ring, but a ring don't mean nothing with the wrong man. If he was cheating on you up until, he will cheat on you after. Now you got a ring and got cheated on. It ain't no difference. So karma's gonna come, and and the great part about this for Destiny, the wonderful thing about this is because Sonny wanted to embarrass her publicly and make little jabs like it was our destiny to be together. Oh, that was real good, girl, real good. But since you wanted to do it in a public platform, Karma is going to administer her due diligence to you also on a public platform. So buckle up, Buttercup. I'm just saying, I mean, hey, come on with it.
Did she talk to Adrian too? Why are you so worked up?
No, I'm just because I don't like the lying, and I really don't like women to be desperate. Like, she should not be this desperate. Sonny could have got somebody else. The fact that you are fighting so hard for this man who you know that you was wrong, this whole situation was wrong, and you're not holding him accountable is desperate and weak.
But
and you don't have to be like that.
It's other people that keep bringing it up. It's not Destiny. It's
they bring it up because she's trying to be on the show. It's giving desperate to be on reality TV.
No, 1,000%. 1,000%.
Giving desperate to be married. It's giving desperate to have a baby. You don't start IVF treatments with this Negro with no money. Now, if you got your own money and you want to finance your own baby, by all means, do that.
If he know what I know. Well, let me not say.
He's just having a good time because he got a woman that is gonna deal with his BS, and he got away with it.
Yeah, but she's trying to get pregnant.
Yes.
Like actually.
And she said she started trying to she started going through IVF before they got married. So that timeline that y'all just heard.
Yeah.
Add the fact that they were doing IVF between September and December. It's foolishness. That's what and Mo, you know me, I don't like stupid. Like I've always said, this is my thing, guys. A lot of people may not like you, right?
Right.
A lot of people may think, oh, Christal is I don't know, Christal's too much, or Christal's ugly, or Christal's too dark, or Christal's too fat. But no one will ever be like Christal is dumb. I'm never going to be the dumb bee. I could be a lot of different bees, but I'll never be the dumb one. Right. Because so I don't like when women play themselves, and I feel like Sonny just played herself, and I feel like at this big age, you should know better.
Know when it's going to come? When and after she's pregnant.
If she gets pregnant.
Oh, that's a whole nother storyline. That's another season.
Yeah.
That's another season.
Danny says, was Destiny cheating on her husband with Moses? Honestly, probably.
I did hear that now.
Probably.
So are we talking karma now?
It could be. Hey, two things can be true. Two things can be true, and that could have been the cases. Probably.
Everybody giving each other their karma, right?
And that's why I just feel like Love and Marriage Huntsville is played at this point. Every marriage, so at that table when they were all talking about their issues, because Tisha was like, let's get out all the issues before.
Why do women do that? That never works.
It doesn't. But I don't only reality women do this.
No, I've seen women in real life not say get it all out, but let's just talk, and it's like, we're on vacation, we're doing this. This is not the time. Like, no, y'all don't see this is gonna happen.
We like to try. I don't know.
It never works.
Gun Boss does that. He'll be like, we're just going to have a good time. Let's not have this conversation.
Yes. Why this guy want to?
Well,
oh, Lord.
I agree with you, African. I think Stormy and her husband are the only solid ones. But my point is, at that table, to me, the people that should have the biggest beef that we haven't even touched the surface is Tish and Melody. You tried to holler at my husband while he was separated and going through a divorce.
Now,
and you were married, man.
But the thing is like, we know that's what happened by the timeline, but has it officially been said? It
hasn't, but I'm just saying that whole table just needs to go away. They don't, and I will say this:
I go out the country to fight. Y'all's crazy.
Go to St. Thomas to fight, but I would not want to be on with Sonny telling lies like, I said I love you and miss you, sis, but I really didn't love you or miss you, and I didn't think you were my sis. Like, with that kind of lies, I would not want to be on a trip with her, and I would go do my own thing. Like, I'm not going to play. I don't believe in that, but that could be what you have to do for reality TV. But everybody else, Tisha does not like Melody at all. I don't understand why it's to that point.
And she might want to be her.
You think so?
She want her man. She might want her life.
Who? Huh? What man?
No, Tisha, did she want it? What's the name, right?
Oh, you're talking about Tish. May be jealous of Melody.
All right, Tish.
Tish, no. I don't know what Tish wants.
I'm talking about that timeline, right?
I got a feeling it's not the muscular man that's at the house. The way she talked about, if she messed with Martell, she would have said something.
Right. I still want her and the husband to get back together. I see it.
You want her and Marquez?
Her husband that went to Atlanta.
Yeah, Marquez. What?
Marquez. Yeah. Because I can tell he's still like, because she ain't did the paperwork yet, she holding on to something. Or either that, or she don't really like that other fellow, or she's making excuses.
I don't think she likes the other. I thought you were going to call him a fella, which you usually do. She does not like him. I don't think she likes him like that.
I don't think so either. That's what, yeah. That's
what I just said. I think she had a crush on Martell, and she was wanting to get the skins. I obviously am. Hey, I had a rough week. Okay, I think she wanted the skins.
Wearing Shannon Sharp. Anyway,
I started to talk. I wanted to start out with that. I forgot. I think she wanted to get with Martell.
Right.
She could be jealous of Melody, and I don't like the hair she had at the table. I didn't like that hair. That hair was wrong. The hair was all bad. It was not vacation hair. What else?
Oh, let me get braids is vacation hair, correct?
Something not piled on top of your head.
Because that's normally what I see on vacation.
Yeah, because Mo, we want to get in the water. Okay, we want to get in the water and enjoy. I just came back from Florida. I wanted to get into the water. Yeah, yes, that's why we like braids.
About you, but okay, you too.
All of us. That's why we do braids. But who else? I don't want to talk about now. But I'm trying to think of everybody at the table we need to talk about, because this is the mid-season finale. I guess when we come back, the ladies are going to come back, and then And then the guys are going to start fighting because when we get back, then Martell and Marceau are going to get into it. It's too much. It's just Carlos.
Yes.
Either they're going to have to clean house and bring in a whole bunch of Melody's new friends. Maybe
that's it.
Okay. Shanita and the other girl hasn't said anything. The camera just kept panning to her. The camera kept panning to her for her to make these weird faces like, like, why is she here? She's not getting any camera time. She's not saying anything. What the hell is she doing here? I was in Destin. Crystal Clear says she will not watch a show of Melody and her friends. Well, I mean, we're going to do something. What are we going to do? Because
I don't like them friends.
At this point, ain't none of them. The ladies are not getting along. It's not going to work. Like, Tisha has no friends. Stormy is 2 seconds off beating Tisha's behind. 2 seconds. Stormy called Tisha's husband a whole B-out twice, and Tisha didn't do anything.
That was supposed to.
And then she talked crazy to Tisha, and Tisha didn't do anything. So but Stormy ain't one to she gonna get you. So Tisha's not gonna say nothing to her, but I feel like she's 2 seconds off her behind. Kimmy almost beat Nails behind. Like, it just where are we going? Where are we going from here?
You gotta regroup. It's a mess right now.
I don't know, man. I don't know what's going to happen. I know they got to finish out because this is just they're going to cut this. They're going to cut this season, this season in half and come back. But I just don't know what we're coming back to.
They're taking too many breaks.
I
tried to watch that show. I can't.
For a while.
Selling houses and all kind of shit. I need something else.
Well, thankfully, Ready to Love is coming back. So we're ready.
We need that.
You know what? I have never, ever missed Ready to Love so much.
And see how, look, y'all, you see how we were, right? We were not grateful.
We were not grateful.
Let's keep it real. We complained. We just that and the other. Now, look.
Now I will say this. And Mo, we got to start next week. Next week, we're going to start Love and Marriage Detroit.
What day that come on Saturdays too?
I think so. I'll text you after we get off this. But yeah, we're going to start it next week. And it's already a lot happening. It's already a lot going on. Now, I just think they're younger and fresher. It's still a bunch of drama. But this is this too much with Love and Marriage Huntsville. Because like I said, everybody is not. They don't like each other. There's nobody is cool. Destiny and Tisha are not really cool. I think it's only because Tisha has no friends. Destiny. At the point that your sister-in-law says, I really wouldn't want to be friends with her. I wouldn't be around her if we weren't related. That's not your friend.
Yeah, basically.
Melody can't stand her and is going to come for her at every angle. Nell is Miss Nell is just a non-factor.
And how old is that lady in?
Well, I think she's like in her early 60s, like 61, I think we discovered.
I could see, yeah. That sounds about right. It's you would think she would be the voice of reason, right?
That's what Daddy said. Tisha and Destiny have a common enemy, Mel. Yes, that's the only reason that they're connecting. And Stormy does not really like Tish. Who likes Tish? She's sleeping with this dude. He's taking care of her. She's admitted to wanting to smash Martell. Like, nobody respects her.
Now, she's still legally married, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So if you're not legally married and you're together and you're not married, but your boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, it's cool to smash somebody else then. That's what y'all telling me. But once you're married,
say it again.
Okay, we talking about this title thing and people are single up until they're married. That conversation, right?
Okay.
So they can sleep with somebody when they're married, I mean, right before they get married. And technically, because of the no title, that's okay. But then there's an issue if they're married, but they're not together if they sleep with somebody, because technically they're married.
Well, I think my problem is the fact that you're living with a man while you're married to another one.
Do they have a legal separation?
I don't know what I doubt it.
I doubt it either.
Marquez just took off and went to Atlanta.
What?
And Tish just wanted some bills paid because she low-key tried to make him pay the $200 to get the divorce.
You know, personal trainers don't really make that much money. I don't know if y'all know that.
I do. I learned a long time ago not to date them.
Yeah, they don't. I don't know if y'all. Well, Christal knows because she just told y'all. But just so y'all know.
Yeah. Well, what they do is they get paid in skins. They do. They got female clients, and the women are just sleeping with them as payment.
And they work out their love muscle. Listen.
I'm telling you, know how many guys
Let's say do it for a celebrity client. Like
let me train. I could train you. I could train you. Man, all he wants to do is hit.
Between that and photography is the lick. If you're trying to get women, you walk around with
promoters. I would just
promoters a little.
We're gonna talk more about this on Wednesday because I have some things to say that I wasn't able to say on Wednesday. But photographers, personal trainers, and promoters. People you need to work with, do not date. If you're serious. Now, if you just want to go to parties and hang out in sections, and I'm saying this I'm asking behind, I'm saying this from personal experience. He gonna put you on the list. He gonna put you in a section.
Shout out to all the women I put on the list.
But his money is not consistent. And
I have my regular job. No, well, let's be clear. If he's a promoter, that's all he does. Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about.
No. You. But
I would say this. No, I still don't date him. I still don't think it's good to date. I still stand by my suggestion of not dating promoters, and this is why. Because even if it is their side job, all that is an opportunity and an excuse for them to talk to women.
You can talk to women anyway.
And they will they don't know. That's the kind of, if you're dating a guy that's a promoter, he's the kind of young man that's always in women's face. He loves being in women's face. He probably has more women in his phone than men. He loves talking to women. He loves being up in women's faces. And that's just not a good husband. That's a good friend. I have a lot of friends that love being up in women's faces, but those are not the kind that you marry. I'm just saying.
It's a very popular promoter here that's very married. You don't hear no smut on his name as far as that's concerned. And he's very successful.
I'm not speaking about anything personal. All I'm saying is that the experience that I've had with promoters is that's always an alibi. Well, I'm a promoter. I had to talk to women.
I think anything that has access to a lot of women assume that they're partaking in it.
And they are.
When I dabbled in that field, I did not. I didn't. The access was.
Mo is funny to me too, Sunny Ray. Hilarious.
Yo, what? You get the magnet. You're right. There's certain jobs that women are going to come because they want to jump a line. They want the section. They want photographs.
Well, and
they want to work out.
And he is like his livelihood relies on flirting with those women and getting them to come out. He wants to.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Yeah. So I personally, now those of you in the chat may differ. Some women may want a man whose job is to flirt with other women. I do not. So I don't want to be with a man whose livelihood, our family income relies on him flirting with other women. What type of loser am I?
R&B singers.
Yes, I'm not. I'm good on that. Like, I do not want my man to be like, Maybe I got to go smile at her and get in her face so she can give us this money. No, that's not what I'm looking for. It's not, and all of that.
Like that neither.
No, what if your chick had to flirt with what if she was a bottle girl? Baby, I gotta go show this ass so that we can get this money. What? Then what?
I'm cool on it.
I bet you are. I bet you're cool on it.
I'm cool.
It could be cool for like, you know.
But the bartender, hell, you can't tell a bottle girl from a bartender that.
Well, anybody who has to rely on flirting to get paid may also be tricking. They may be tricking.
Hey, let me tell you something. I saw something and it's super true. It said once you start getting money, you got to see who's selling vagina. Now, I had situations
or eggplant.
I don't know about that.
No. Because let's don't act like guys are not playing the same game that women do nowadays. Now,
no. What I'm saying is, I mean, I think we're missing different. It's like some of the women that you see on IG that are known, and these women that are hosting parties or whatever. You know, like I said, when you get a certain money, or it can even look like it. You will be so. I've never been rich. I had a couple dollars, and I've seen some stuff, so I can imagine. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking about somebody right now. She's running around. She's in different countries and all like that. And I know how I met her and what was our conversation. I was like, "What?" And she told me a price. I didn't do it, and I was like, "Are you serious?" And it was low. You see her now, and she running around. I ain't even saying no name. I've seen her with some people, and I'm just like, yo, this is real. She don't work with she don't got her regular job no more at Comcast, and she got out there and got her body done and all this stuff, and she is officially out there. So I know that's real. I can imagine with the NBA players and NFL and all these other guys, it's real. And it was a thing I seen on Instagram. It's like once you start getting money, you'll be surprised who's selling that thing.
Well, I would just say, ladies, if you see an overly cut man gazing into the camera,
he's selling that thing. What?
They are because Mo, I'm serious. There are so many women that are earning money. There are a lot of women that are, professional women. I'm not talking about the Instagram chicks. I'm not talking about that. The motivational speakers. I'm talking about corporate women moving up the ladder. She's a director, executive director, VP,
buying that thing?
And guys and women like something nice to look at. He's walking around showing you a print on Instagram. Trust me. He wants a woman that brings home the bacon, and he is willing to put out.
It's not. Is it that? I'm talking about. Look, here go $300.
It may not be as exact. No. But they do. But the women with money are tricking off on the beautiful men. I'm telling you.
Wow, I missed that boat.
I'm gonna be quiet. But yeah, these men there, I can tell you it's a starter pack. It's a starter pack for the kept man.
So you said wear sweatpants.
Well, first of all, he's gonna have spent a lot of time in the gym. A lot.
Damn it, I'm out. Good.
Sorry, friend. He spends a lot of time in the gym. How you said the girl went and got her body done. The men that are selling that thing, they are working out. They are out here working out, and they are showing off their print.
Their love muscle.
Their love muscle. I like that. Their love muscle. They're showing it off. I've seen several Instagram pages, and I'm like, why is this dude? In fact, you know what? An example was the young fella that we had on from the Never Ever Mets. You remember that? All his pictures, he had his shirt open, showing his muscles.
I didn't think that was for women.
Well, they're selling it, and who is to the highest bidder.
What?
Yeah, babe. I'm telling you, that is what's happened. Yes, yes. The men, because men have turned into women.
I don't know about
There
that.
are a lot of men out here that believe that they want to be a real house husband. We have a friend.
I already know what you're about to say.
I'm just saying, like, people want to be kept, and men have no pride anymore.
Now that's sad.
That's true. They don't want to provide. These women are out here earning the money and running the corporate race, and these men are targeting them. It's just, I don't know how we got here. How did we get on this topic?
These are attractive women.
Yes, but they are like they're attractive, but because of what women do is this. Women women will go and get every single thing that they need to fit the bill. Okay, so I need to get in the gym. I need to get this. I have several friends, very attractive, or have done all the things, like not overweight, get their hair done, know how to do their makeup, and they're very high up in corporate America or own their own businesses. They have an excess of cash, and they want a good-looking man. And hey, I heard some information from some young ladies that I spent some time with, and a lot of these women, if the man looks good enough and it makes sense, I'm not into that. But the problem is that you're not going to respect him. He's just going to be like,
that's short-lived. That's short-lived.
But I'm telling you, there's a starter pack, ladies. When you guys, if you're on Instagram, you let me know next Friday, and we get back on here. They don't buy him. They provide for his lifestyle. They buy him clothes. They buy him things. He has access to a lot of, they take him on trips. I have
like older broads.
I have a friend that's in her 50s. She's like 52. And she is a millionaire, right? She owns her own marketing agency, and she takes guys out of the country, and usually they're like ex-athletes that have like fell off.
She got a wide back.
No, because she works out.
Can't say that then. Okay.
African is right. Older women are generous to the young ones. Yes, and they call themselves cougars. I don't know if they are I don't know if they call themselves sugar mamas, but one of my girlfriends told me that she was dealing with this guy, and he was so good looking, and the eggplant was so good. She's like, I don't mind buying him a little something, I'll take. And I mean, she
pay to play.
It has changed. The roles have reversed.
Brothers, I mean, you might have fun for a minute.
They're gonna have a lot of fun because they're gonna find another one. And I mean, look at what Sonny is doing. How's that different?
Yeah, but if you're saying this, the sex and all like that, and the love,
Sonny is a woman that I guess has had some success, financial success. Moses is a good-looking guy, and he's bringing his good looks and his body to the table. What else is Moses bringing besides a name of a company that he came up with Destiny's Child's name? What is she doing? Why is she with him talking about they're going to build together? What are they building together? She's building, he's benefiting.
She has resources.
And all he's bringing to the table is the good looks.
He might bring the energy, he might bring the lessons from jail he learned, and he wants to be a better person, and somebody's willing to walk through that journey with him. But I'm telling you, once you get pregnant, it's gonna be blue, 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 blue. He gonna be mad. I can see it.
How can you see that?
It's in the face. I can see
he looks like a friend of mine.
It's the jawline or lack of. So I'm telling you, he gonna be mad.
What? I reject that. But she looks like a friend of mine. In fact, she looks like the friend that I went out of town with. You know what I'm talking about? I told you she looks like her.
Yeah.
But my first of all, my friend would never.
She ain't that type.
No, she ain't that type at all. No, but yeah, interesting. But ladies, hold on to your coins. Hold on to your coins, ladies. Don't fall for it.
Hey, let them enjoy themselves.
No.
Y'all tell the dudes that listen, do what you want with your money.
Babe, send me the picture again. Babe, send me the picture again. Send me the picture again, Adrian. He just texted me. Send me a picture. I forgot because he told me that his friend sent picture, but I can't remember.
Enjoy your life, ladies. You want to buy a little street meat? You go right ahead.
Street meat?
Yeah. You out there in the street. Enjoy yourself.
Oh, not the street meat. No, ladies. No, God it. That's not God's
That's
best.
basically what you're doing. That's the case.
It is. No, that's not God. God has something better for you. If you faint not.
In the meantime, it's just to get you over.
The LG Cam said being dark skinned with a beard can do wonders. And I mean, obviously. You know what, Sonny? Those were the good old days. That was the old way. It used to be free. But what has happened is women have started to take on male. I mean, we have started to overtake men in the workplace, which means they have started to overtake.
Welcome to our world. We've been doing this shit for years. Welcome.
Hey, there's gonna be an earner and somebody that reaps the benefits, and the roles have switched.
Whatever makes your household work. Who am I to say? Yeah. Now, fellas, it's a short ride. I'm gonna let you know right now.
Well, but I'm telling. Well, I don't know. There's
always a younger stud in the wings.
But that's how it's been with women. There's always a younger woman.
But long as you got guys.
Daddy said good eggplant is a commodity. I would agree, sis. I would agree, but you know, and I guess, and actually I know a guy that told me that women were actually okay with like pay. In fact, I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story before we get out of here. I have a girlfriend that was she was a doctor, right? She was dealing with someone that had been on vacation, didn't have anything to offer. Every woman has dated a man that's been on vacation. Let's just say that. I don't want to say every woman. Most of us have entertained a gentleman that has spent some years on vacation, right? Or has, you know, had a propensity to end up on the other side of the law. I think that's just part of our culture because so many of them are. And she was not just a doctor, but she had a specialty, right? Which meant she made even more money than, you know, just a regular doctor. And she was dealing with this gentleman that had just gotten out, and he was not bringing much to the table, but he was demanding a lot of her. And she was paying all the bills. He was driving one of her cars. And then he had the nerve to get upset because she did not have dinner on the table for you know, at an adequate time. And I told her that she ought to told him you know, a few choice things, but she did not. You know, she really wanted to be with the man because
is this the woman that had the practice near me where I stay?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah, that's her. Good.
But yeah, he was okay looking, but you know, he definitely had a beard and was dark skinned. Oh man, yes. So one of my husband's friends sent this. I can't show you guys the picture because he may see it, but it's the guys are getting the tummy tucks. The dad, it's not a daddy makeover, I guess, but he got the lipo and the etch-a-sketch of the abs. These men, what did Mo say the first thing? He was like, the girl went and got her body done. These men are getting their bodies done. And it's going from a dad bod, because I'm telling you, with the sloping pec, right? You guys know what I'm talking about? When their testosterone starts to dwindle, their pecs start to slide down like
that's because of y'all.
What?
It's because of y'all.
What are you talking about?
Y'all started it. It's like with the hair, and now you seeing guys getting the hair plants. Y'all got the weaves. Guys would be like, you know what? After a while, if y'all do it now, I ain't never gonna do no shit like that. But they just figure, you know what? I'm gonna cheat. What else? Because enough guys do it, it's gonna become normal.
Well, and did you see that Carisha asked Rick Ross, did he think Drake had a BBL? I mean,
yes.
He was just hating though.
Nah, that's been a minute.
It has.
They said about him. It was one time they said it about LL at one point.
By the way, shout out to LL on performing on the VMAs. Shouts out to LL for still bringing the pain.
Yeah, 50, what is he? 56, 57?
That's crazy. Usher actually bought an ab suit. That was not a good moment.
You know, if you're in that field and you want to keep up, whatever. Yeah.
Not Big Sean got caught in getting BBL abs.
Huh?
The men have turned into women.
Who said it again?
Big Sean.
Are you serious?
And he's a small man.
He is a little dude. But my thing is, you got enough money for him with a personal trainer, and you can't get in. I'm surprised Diddy didn't get it of all people.
I remember talking to this guy, friend of mine, and he was going to get it done. And I said, I did start to judge him because I feel like a man should either have a stomach and be proud of it, which, because there are women that they're always chubby chasers out that are cool with a fat man, or get in the gym. Like y'all don't have kids or estrogen. Come on.
Now, what I will say is I want pigeon toe surgery.
What?
Pigeon toe surgery. Now, if they got that,
first of all, that would have had to be done when you were little. They would have had to put those braces on your leg.
I did have them.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh my God! How come I didn't know that? That would have been the source of a lot of jokes.
At first, they put my shoes on backwards.
Oh,
I didn't realize until I got older with those. And somebody was like, "Yeah," they were saying they had a brace in between the two shoes, and I thought back. I was like, I had that. The metal rod in between that had the things that turned it. I remember having that. It's obviously the shit ain't work. But I would do the surgery.
Well, it's no surgery for that now, sir. You have to correct it when a child is young. But I'm saying a man should just rock with what he got.
Man, this man up, ride it out, man, whatever. You in the picture, sucking your stomach, just do what you can do, man.
Okay. This guy has got abs etched in and the stomach cut out, the fat cut out, sewed back together, and the abs etched in.
All that to do what?
To get a different woman. Maybe he wants to be he wants a sugar mama. Because I do know this, ladies and gentlemen, if you are somebody that wants people to pay for you, you got to get your body together. Because people don't like to pay for things that don't look good.
Pay for a trainer.
Yes, but maybe, as you get older, a trainer may not be enough. Let me say this. You say a trainer, but a trainer is not going to make a girl's body look like delicious. That's not real. That's surgery.
So so are you competing with other people, or are you just trying to feel comfortable for you?
Well, you're trying to go where the money is.
Got you. Okay. Got you. And
I know girls that say you can squat till you about to fall out. You can't build a big BBL behind. You shouldn't want one, but I'm just saying if you don't have one and you think that's what guys want to pay for, you can go to the gym all day. It's not going to build that.
But you can't be eating honey buns at 11 p.m. in the evening.
No, but I mean, what if you have a sweet tooth, Mo?
What?
What if you just have a sweet tooth?
Discipline. Go to sleep. I don't know. Fruit. Substitute. Take the potato chips out. Bring in some grapes. Stuff like that.
Yeah, that makes a lot. That works. That satisfies the same. I'm gonna eat these 5 grapes. No, I mean that's what we should do. I'm just saying that a lot of people you could do all that, but you may not look like Ooh,
No, but it starts. You can work out, but if your diet ain't right, it don't mean.
you're right. And the older you get,
I get it. God bless the people, man. It's some people that's gonna like what you got, y'all. Just know that.
Yeah. And don't be desperate. Let's take a lesson from Sunny today on what not to do. Don't get that young woman or that woman there's no reason that she had to make that decision.
You couldn't call her a young woman. You took that back.
Well, I wouldn't say that she's a woman. When I'm saying young, I'm thinking like 35 and under.
Gotcha.
But
accept who you are, man.
She's a beautiful woman. There's no reason that she had to do that. She's not valuing herself. And as a result, karma is looking for her.
We'll see.
Take a note out of Sunny's book. You don't have to have a Moses. Now, if you want to play around with a Moses, cool. But out here,
women aren't good with playing around with stuff. They wind up actually liking it. Well, men could too. But women,
men do, because I know a lot of men that married strippers and stripper-like personalities, and I told her she doesn't have to be out there.
Yeah, you'll see some stuff. You'll be like, man, you don't have to do it.
You thought she was gonna be a good mother?
Right.
What did she do to show you that she would be a good mother?
Not a damn thing.
Yeah, but we all have different weaknesses. So in any case, last thoughts on Love and Marriage Huntsville. It's chaos. I think that the problem with the show is it's kind of like the show was started by Matthew Knowles. And there's one Beyonce. And everybody else was never really supposed to be the star anyway. So when you fall out with Beyonce, where you gonna go?
Right.
Where you gonna go? You see what happened to Farrah? When Farrah fell out with Beyonce, she got kicked out. Mel is the Beyonce of the show, and Carlos King was Matthew Knowles. Nobody else is going to get a fair shot because the show was based around Melody and Martell. I don't even think she's able to kick Martell off because they started the show together, but they were the core. They were the anchor couple. And as a result, when their marriage disbanded and Melody feels like the women around did not support her, at this point, they're just going to have to bring in a whole nother cast.
But here's the thing. Sometimes in order to rebuild, you got to destroy.
We agree. So that's what we think. We think that Love and Marriage Huntsville needs to be disbanded and brought back together because coincidentally, the one person that has the marriage that's the strongest, which is Stormy and Courtney, right, they're leaving the show. Stormy actually is a real businesswoman and is leaving the show. She actually is really selling. She's doing a lot of stuff. She's making a lot of moves. She's not with the shits and she's leaving. So at that point, there's nothing left.
And there you have it.
There's nothing left.
Get off that ship before it sinks. Spin off, do your own thing. But even with all these shows, the people wind up coming back anyway. Later on, the fans miss them, and you know how it go.
Yeah.
Give us some time. Make us miss you.
Yeah, we need to miss a lot of people right now. But I mean, we still got a whole nother segment to go with the guys coming back, and maybe, if the ladies do you think that? I wonder if Shanita, and I don't even know the other girl's name that just makes the faces in the camera. I wonder if they're going to be on the show moving forward.
Full character.
Yeah, or were they just testing them out? Or I think Melody's trying to kick off some of the other girls but Shanita doesn't live in Huntsville, but we know that doesn't matter.
That don't matter. If they do, they're going to get.
Is her name Lauren? I didn't know what her name was. All I know is that all I saw was her like making faces at the table, but she didn't say one thing. She didn't say one thing.
She
probably did cut it out, but Shanita is all up and through the conversation because
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I ain't even talking to you. Like, why would you even talk to that lady?
But you know what it is, Melody, like I watched this Tubi movie when I was sick, and I just had to lay in the bed when I came back. And this dog, it was a cane corso like I used to have. This little girl was bad, and she would sick the dog on people, right? Her mom died, her dad started dating this woman, and she wanted to kill the woman, so she sicked the dog on him. That's what Melody did to she sicked Shanita on the table.
I could see that. Yeah,
I could see that. Guard dog that Melody was like, get him. And she was like,
yeah,
got it.
Because she's intimidating. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
What would you say if she started questioning you?
I don't know, but I just saw her and she put that big hand across the table. And I was like, it's intimidating. I don't want to. I don't know. That was tough. I can see that. It's a big lady.
Yeah, she did. Daddy said Shanita did male light work. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's like
trying to earn her stripes to get on the show.
Yeah. I think that's what I think. I think that, thank you, Tina. I think that that's what she was doing. I think she's trying to show her, I got your back. I will slay your dragon. I will slay the dragons.
I like that. No,
Let me on. Let me on. I can slay your dragons. And Mel's like, I can sit back and just, be the Beyonce and let her do the dirty work.
Is that the thing? I just seen the other show, Carlos King and some women. I guess they were reviewing the season or whatever.
Yes, in that Bell Collective.
Out of Mississippi, correct?
Yes, Bell Collective. We reviewed that show as well.
And there was a woman. It was two women that said they thought they were the Beyonce of Jackson. And I'm just like, is that a thing amongst women to be the Beyonce of whatever they're doing?
Somebody said that? What they look like?
No, none of them look like Beyonce. I didn't even see a Solange personally, but I don't know. I'm just saying, that's why I'm just like, what's this phrase? Like, it's a woman at my job, and the older women said the same thing. They was like, she thinks she the Beyonce of the name of the place that I work at. I was like, here?
I do think that's I don't know if I would call it. I'm with you, Sunny Rain. I'm not gonna, first of all, never be no chick's guard dog. Second of all, I would not ever try to refer to myself as another woman. Yes, Beyonce is very amazing.
Oh, they said Beyonce June. And then Carlos King said, which one of, it was a woman that was with him, and it was a woman they showed the clip of. And he said, who is Beyonce Jr.? And I was like, that just sounds weird. And the girl and the woman stood up.
Wow. I got to watch the review. I didn't see it. Yeah. I was on the road. But do you remember when we first met, I was representing these producers, and you actually were working with them, and they had one that they had a guy that was younger that was working for them, and they called him their name Junior.
Junior, that's a fact.
Yeah. So I would never, even though I think Beyonce is great, like I'm Christal. I don't want to be I don't want to be Beyonce. Like it's not Halloween. Like I had to be Christal every day. I don't want to be her. Like I can't. I can.
I'm not even my daddy's junior. So I'm not even named after him. I ain't being nobody's junior.
And really, like usually I can see like girls saying they want to be like the queen bee, but really, if you have to say that you are the Beyonce, you're probably not. Because she don't have to say it. She just is it. Oh, Latrice says she is the Beyonce of Jackson. Yikes.
Yeah, and then there was another lady, and then somebody says, don't you call yourself that? And she was like, yes. And then they showed another clip of the lady, and then Carlos was like, so who's the real Beyonce Jr.? And the woman on the couch stood up.
Now, I do like Latrice. I think Latrice is fabulous. I just hate that other women would call themselves, like Beyonce is a human. She's not a thing. She's a human. But so to call yourself the Beyonce is kind of like weird, because Latrice is just fabulous of her on her own. I thought she was
Be you.
Just be you.
Yeah, be the first
You
you.
can't be her because she got that on lock. I heard Oprah say that. Like, you can't be another Oprah because I am Oprah. So you have to be yourself. And you just at a certain age, you just don't want to be saying things unless it's Halloween and you're dressing up as that person. Like, that just seems kind of. What if you were like, yo, I'm gonna be the I don't know. Who do you think is cool? I'm gonna be the.
What I thought was cool ain't schools I thought they was now.
I'm gonna be the LL Cool J. Like, what? Like,
he's one of them. I don't think he ain't the schools he was.
Y'all are almost the same age. Like, that's way. What's really crazy?
LL got me by 3 years.
Latrice said that she and Cliff are Beyonce and Jay-Z. What?
I told you what the chick said. She was like, what she say? She's like, she got mad at me. It's like, we could be a power couple like Jay-Z and Beyonce. And I was
like, who said that? Who said it?
I'm gonna tell you a name off here. And she goes,
text me. Text me.
No, you don't. Did you mean that? No, she never made it past to meet you. I might have told you, but and I was like, so me being funny, I'm like, so I would be the Jay-Z character and you would be forget you then. You saying I don't look like Beyonce? You don't look like you ain't no Jay-Z. I was like, I'm way better looking than Jay-Z. And she got mad. Oh, that was hilarious.
Wow. And
that power couple stuff, that's when I was doing the club thing. She wanted to, like, she make dresses, prom dresses for people and all this other stuff. But they be really stuck on that power, trying to mirror their life to these people that they don't know and who don't even know they exist.
Yeah, I want people not to do that. I want people not to do it. I want people to be happy being themselves. But and we should. And I mean, I know that's a way to try to make yourself sound cool. Yeah. Tina Bree said, I'm the same age as LL too. Too bad he ain't single. I mean, I hear you, girl, but you probably, she didn't earn them stripes. She has earned those stripes.
Who's that?
LL's wife.
Oh yeah.
She done been.
Trust me, Simone been through some stuff, boy. Woo.
Now, I would say, like, if a person starts with somebody like that and you finish with them, cool. But I don't think any woman that could come in the middle could get the same respect. But yes, Miss Rhonda, I think everybody should just be themselves. Yeah. Please don't call yourself the such and another woman of anything. I don't think it's a good look. And like I said, it's nowhere to go. But I do think in that situation, I use Melody and Beyonce because it's kind of like the group Destiny's Child was really only meant to be a
vehicle for old girl.
Vehicle for Beyonce. And so as we see, it was a vehicle for Melody, and no one else has really any room to do anything because she's positioned as the superstar of the show. So the other ladies are kind of like, I mean, they're at her mercy. She's executive producer. That's another, you have to realize she's executive producer. So as executive producer, she gets paid off of all of that, right? And she probably has a little bit more involvement in the edit. I'm not sure how that particular situation works, but I know for my clients before, when they did reality shows and they were executive producer, number one, you get paid off of everything more. She gets more than just her salary for the role on the show. Right. She also gets a percentage, and then she also has points, and she probably gets to oversee some of the edits and see stuff before the other people, which puts her at a huge advantage, So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean, we'll hold the space because this show is going to be featured in that clip with my interview with Nell. So we're not going to turn our back on the show, but I'm just over the fact that everybody is fighting. It's just kind of like, we either bring in Mel, a new crew of Huntsville people, or let's do something else, because it's enough. It's enough that for y'all to go on a trip to St. Thomas and everybody be fighting. And to bring Sunny and Destiny together, it's It's lame. It is lame.
Let them go in the room and box and come back, man. That's it.
Well, I don't know about boxing because you don't want to. You don't want to mess.
I'm saying, if not, stop talking about it.
Yes, just stop talking.
Stop instigating.
Stop talking because, and trust me, all Destiny has to do is give that a time to breathe. But if she did cheat on, which a lot of people believe that she did cheat on her husband with Moses, that did not age well.
There you go.
And she needs to move on. I hope that she has not moved on to Nell's son, because if so, that's just more fodder for the blogs of foolishness. But get somebody outside of Huntsville. How about that? Let's get somebody that nobody else has dated or birthed or slept with, and stop recycling all of this stuff. This is just very strange. That's very strange. Or just bring, well, I don't want to say that because I wouldn't, I know not a lot of people. The crazy thing is Martell's side chick was trying to be on the show, which is wild.
Yeah, that's too much.
That's wild because I mean, why would you think that you could be on the show that Melody started?
Why? Because of Love and Hip Hop.
Love and Hip Hop, which is crazy. A lot of people were upset with me. Hold on. For saying that Rashida was stupid for staying, but I mean, why would you, even if it's for ratings, why would you let that situation happen? Like, it's just not, some things, all money ain't good money.
Facts.
I don't know. I'm not even going to talk. I'm going to talk about that on Monday. What do you plan?
Pop Culture Mondays.
Pop Culture Power on Monday. Tuesday is Let's Get Crystal Clear. And then Wednesday, we have a guest. We have a guest from across the pond joining us. And we're going to talk about some really interesting stuff. So you guys definitely don't want to miss that. We're going to get back into, I'm going to share my, we'll kind of recap what happened last week. But yeah, I want to really get into some questions that we talk about on social media. So make sure that you guys check us out Wednesday. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then again on Friday. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. If you guys are friends, my good friend Shay from Ready to Love, you guys remember the first season, it's her birthday. So we're celebrating her birthday. We're celebrating her birthday tomorrow. So I'll post some pictures from that. So make sure that you tell her happy birthday if you get a chance. And yeah, and then I'm going to go spend some time with Zuri. And that's about it. What about you?
I work this weekend.
Oh, I was going to say no dates, no big dates.
I got one next Saturday.
Oh, look at you.
With a beautiful young lady that is just turned 21.
I'm going to click you off, Mo.
And it's my daughter.
Oh, aw. Yay.
Gotcha. Yeah, it is her. Me and my daughter going out for her birthday next Saturday, probably about noon or so. So okay. Yeah, that's my date.
Good for you. Where are you taking her to? Do you know?
I think today Papados came up. That might be it. I thought I don't know why, but that's on the other highway. But I told her whatever she wants to do, but I think she's leaning towards Papados.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's good. That's probably the best day. That's the only date
I had this year.
That's the only date that you can go on that's 21. Because I was like,
I wouldn't go with on a date if they was 31. I wouldn't.
Okay, good. Some of your brothers are not.
No, I don't do that. Definitely don't do that.
Some of your brothers are not of that same mindset, but that's going to be good. So I look forward to hearing about that. That is very cool, and I'm very glad that worked out. That worked out. So, all right. Well, get your work in this weekend. So, and that should power you through for the week. But you guys make sure that you check in with us on Monday. Pop Culture Power. Tuesday, Let's Get Crystal Clear, and then of course Wednesday is Dating Diaries. Make sure you are hanging out with us every night. We love you all for watching, and we'll see you next
week. Great weekend, y'all. Be safe.
Bye.
Hey.